Alright, 23, looking like our first trig problem. So they tell us that alpha is between 270 and 360 degrees and that cosine of alpha is 15 over 17. So if this is me, I'm just using my old handy dandy unit circle. That'd be as 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees. Whoops. And then back to 0, but we've made a full circle all the way around, so we're back to 360 degrees. They tell us that our angle alpha is between 270 and 360, so our terminal angle is going to be somewhere over here. It doesn't have to be precise. If we make a right triangle using the closest x-axis, we will presume that angle alpha, well, technically it's not there. Technically angle alpha is all the way around, and then this is angle alpha, but I'm just going to go ahead and put angle alpha in the middle for convenience sake. They tell us that the cosine of alpha is 15 over 17, so if we remember SOHCAHTOA, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So that's 15, and then the hypotenuse is 17. Perfect. So adjacent over hypotenuse, and then they want to know what is sine alpha. So if they want to know what sine is, right, that's sine, so opposite over hypotenuse. We don't know what the opposite side is, so we need to figure that out. We can go ahead and use some handy dandy Pythagorean theorem if we want, or if we're being cheeky about it, we could probably presume that it is 8 based off of our answer choices. I will not presume, and I will do it for the sake of doing it. That is going to tell us that 17 squared is equal to 15 squared plus that opposite side squared. So if we take 17 squared and we subtract 15 squared, we get 64. So great. That tells us opposite squared is 64. Take the square root of both sides, and opposite side is 8. Perfect. Okay. With that cleared up, the only thing that we have to remember about the unit circle is that we are in an xy coordinate plane. So since we are talking about this leg, we are technically going down 8 units. So that is a -8. So in that case, that tells us that the opposite over the hypotenuse should be -8 from that. So that's our opposite over our hypotenuse, which is 17. Gives us D.